By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and off we go from Nashville. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Black 40. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch Swift.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Black 52. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
In motion left comes Brown.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, D.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. He's coming. Don't He's coming. Sit hot.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Jeremy Chin there defensively. Now, these 2 division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All day.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So we got man. Peek in.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, baby.
He's going to keep this again. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
That's going to be a long day. Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Don't get nervous.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Mike 37. Let's go. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
They begin with Henry. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double tight.
No, we changed it.
4 down.
Jackson now down around his goal line. And this is going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
10 cycles. Slice blue.
Go.
Steal. Black.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Yo, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Titans get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
My 52.
Fury, yellow.
Army. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, what?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Time to go. Night.
2nd and 6.
Right here. Pick it up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Ready. 50, green.
Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, Mike 52. Watch the slats.
Hey,
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Watch the flood. Motion. Bump.
ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
White.
Mike 52. Woo-hoo! Check, 52's the Mike.
2nd and 9 now. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
17, smash, red.
52's the mic, boys, 52.
Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Check. Hey, watch it.
Henry running right. And some room to roam now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
You got tight right there.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Keep playing hard.
A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Jackson now. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Wide, get wide. Shift.
Now Jackson. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, switch gears. We got to scramble.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a college star here in Tennessee, Cordero Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Okay, Frank.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 31's the mic. Check, 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 check.
Black shot. Ready, go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. A first down carry for Henry. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Jackson on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
end right. Tight end right. Four down, four down. Check, check.
Go right here.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
You at X. You at X.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
You change it. Hey, middle, middle, middle.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished a tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 25, check 25, check 25.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Quick strike out wide by Jackson, and they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Kill. Safe, safe, safe. Check, check, check. Alert, flare, alert, flare, flare. Check.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Mike. Check, 53's Mike. You're trapped.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Throw on first down with Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, come on.
Motion.
Jackson.
Crash.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Alert 3. Check 3. Check 31. Check 31. Kill. Hey, turn it.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's overload. Here we go.
Now it's Jackson.
I got it. Hey.
His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's it, baby. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey.
Here's Jackson.
Four down.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's caught. Here's Langford. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Banjo.
On the quick, ready?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Four down. Check the back.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
What's the mic?
Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get off the field, D.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Ready up. 52, Mike 52. Too little, Cupcake. Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Shovel 38.
Choose the mic.
Ultra.
Choose the mic. You ain't going nowhere.
Hey,
36,
red.
36.
Green jack.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
4 down, 4 down. Check, check. 31's the mic. Get ready, get ready, get ready. 31's the mic.
He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Marquise Brown, 45 yards. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Back now in Nashville, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And now here is another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with with now and get himself calm.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Cheetah, ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 32 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Slam. SOS. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, alert 3. Slam.
Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They go play action now. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Check, check, check.
The man in motion is Brown.
Check 37. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 52.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Alert! 31's the mic. Hey,
they go play action here on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
I got him.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
31's the mic. 31's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Down. 52 blue. Striker. 3-3.
It's our field.
Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
31's the mic. All day, just like that. Just like that. 31's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On the ball.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? They certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans, the win is number 9 for them. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.